All right, today we're jumping into a really ancient story. It's a quest, really, a journey deep into a timeless spiritual tradition, and it's all about the search for one single, profound, perfect answer.
So let me ask you this. How far would you actually go to find one perfect answer? I mean, really think about it. If you knew for sure that one person out there held the key to, well, everything, that's the very question that kicks off this whole story.
So let's meet our guy, Sudhana. He's a young pilgrim, and he's not just looking for facts in a book. No, he's on a quest for enlightenment itself. He wants to figure out what it really means to walk the path of a bodhisattva. A being who is dedicated to awakening just so they can help everyone else out.
And his journey? Well, it doesn't start with a step on a road. It starts with a question. Just one, super focused question that he takes to his very first teacher, probably hoping this is it, one and done.
So he finds his first mentor, a night goddess named Pudjing, and he just lays it all on the line. This is the heart of his quest. He's basically asking for the whole playbook, right? The complete A to Z guide on how to become fully awakened.
And you know what? The answer he gets is, wow, it's profound. The goddess doesn't just give him some fuzzy, feel-good advice. Nope. She lays out a super structured, crystal clear framework for him to follow.
Okay, so she gives him 10 qualities, but we can kind of group them into 4 big steps. First, she says you've got to see that the potential for enlightenment is literally everywhere. Step 2, understand the incredible good that comes from that. Then, based on that, step 3 is to let limitless compassion just flow from you. And finally, step 4, you got to master your own mind through real tranquility, through meditation. I mean, it's a powerful and really complete system.
And this isn't just theory for her. This is her own state of being. It's a type of liberation called joyful universal steps of quiet contemplation. Basically, it's a state of mind where she has this profound insight. She can see everything, past, present, future, with total clarity, but without getting attached or hung up on any of it. She's literally living the wisdom she's teaching.
Okay, but here comes the first big twist. After giving him this amazing, comprehensive teaching, she looks at him and says, "Look, this is all I know. I only understand this one path. If you want to know more, you've got to go find the next teacher." And bam, just like that, Sudhana realizes his journey isn't over. It's barely even started. So, Sudhana picks himself up and keeps walking. And his next guide is another goddess named Jiamu. Now, if that first lesson was all about the framework of wisdom, this next one, this is about the mind-blowing scale of compassion. Seriously, what he's about to see is it's almost impossible to describe. It all starts in the tiniest, most unbelievable place. Sudhana is just watching her, and from a single pore on her body, a whole universe of compassionate action starts to pour out. We're not talking about a few things here. The text says, countless forms emerge, an endless cloud of beings, as many as there are souls in the entire universe, just flowing out of her. And every single one of these forms has a specific job. It's all perfectly tailored. So if someone out there needs to learn about generosity, poof, a teacher of giving appears for them. If someone else is struggling with patience, a being who embodies endurance shows up. It's this beautiful illustration of a really deep idea. Compassion isn't a one-size-fits-all solution. It's infinitely adaptable. And get this isn't just happening here, on our world. It's happening in every world you can imagine, for every single soul, all at the same time. It's compassion on a scale that just breaks your brain. Which, of course, leads to the next big question. How? I mean, where does that kind of power even come from? How does one person get the ability to help literally everyone, everywhere, all at once? Sudhana just has to ask her. And her answer, well, it's really the heart of this entire story. Yeah, it's the obvious question, right? Sudhana's like, how long have you been doing this? Where did this all start? And her answer, man, it stretches across a span of time that is just staggering. So she tells him her story began countless eons ago. Just let that number sink in. Back then, she was a princess, and she had a dream about a Buddha's light. Then spirits woke her up, and she saw the Buddha for real, and she was just filled with this incredible joy. And right there, in that one single moment of pure inspiration, she made a promise, a vow. She said, "May I become just like the Buddha so I can help all others."
And then, for eons, she just held on to that promise. She served teacher after teacher, Buddha after Buddha, and never once forgot that vow. And all that insane power that Suhana just saw, all of it, was the result of that one simple promise, held over an unimaginable amount of time.
And when we say she served a lot of Buddhas, we're not kidding. The text tries to give us a sense of the scale. It says the number of Buddhas she served was like counting every single speck of dust in every land. It's a number that's meant to be incomprehensible, to show a level of dedication that's totally beyond our idea of time.
So the big takeaway here is just wow. The source of all this cosmic, infinite power wasn't some secret magic. It wasn't some special trick. It was just the unwavering power of a single intention, a single promise, held perfectly, consistently, across an ocean of lifetimes. Think about that. But here's the thing. Just like his first teacher, after revealing all of this incredible stuff, the goddess Himu is about to give Sudhana what might be the most important lesson of all, and it's a lesson in humility. I mean, just look at this pattern. His first teacher, right, the one who knows the structure of the cosmos, she said, "My knowledge is limited." And now his second teacher, the one whose compassion is literally infinite, she says the exact same thing. Even with all their power, they both still see themselves as students. And this quote from Simu really just nails it. After telling her own epic story, she talks about the truly great bodhisattvas and says, how could I possibly know or speak of their full practice? Think about that. Here's this unbelievably powerful being, and she's admitting that there are others whose practice is beyond even her comprehension. It's just incredible humility. And that's the real lesson for Sudhana, isn't it? He started this journey looking for the final answer from the perfect teacher. And what he's finding out is that the path itself is infinite. Maybe the greatest wisdom of all is just knowing that there is always, always more to learn.
And Siddhana, he gets it. He's not disappointed that he didn't get his one and done answer. He understands the lesson. So he bows respectfully, turns around, and just keeps walking. He continues on his journey, which he now understands is endless, but with a way deeper idea of what that journey is all about.
Which kind of leaves us with this final question to chew on, right? Sudhana's whole quest totally reframes what we think of as mastery. What if enlightenment isn't some final destination you arrive at? What if it's not a finish line? What if the real thing, the enlightenment, is found in the journey itself, in the simple act of walking the path, with humility, with curiosity, and with the promise to just keep learning forever?